Hello and welcome to another art session, and a very happy Thanksgiving to everyone. If you watch this post, then I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'm just going to be working on finishing up some of the drawings and trying to we'll see how many I can get done before the end of this. But, yeah. Let's just do some more ups really quick. That was fun last time. Let's do that again with the animals. So, walk with the animals, walk with the animals. Where'd it go? There it is. Yeah, line-of-action.com is where I'm going. It's a great website for any kind of art studies. It's got everything here. No, I don't want only mammals. Let's go. Let's do longer this time because I had more fun when they were longer. Start with the fish. Say, what are these called? I think this is the I forget what these are. They come in those little bowls. You can only get like one at a time. My brain's. I'm forgetting things. My brain. It'll come to me. Oh, sorry. One sec. Pause. I have to get the music going. Hello. Oh, hey, Dee. Wow, it's been a while. I'm glad you can make it. Yeah, I'm doing Dinovember. I don't know if you've seen this art challenge, but it's where you draw dinosaurs every day for the month of November. And yeah, I've gotten a couple done, and it's been so much fun. Well, these are some studies. Yeah, this is what is it? Ichthyovenator, which is a family member. I mean, it's associated with the Spinosaurus, but it's like the smallest of the Spinosaurus. And apparently, we've only found a few of the bones, so it's interesting that they even know as much as they do. I think they're kind of like. Maybe they found more other places and they're just aren't sharing them. I'm not sure what's going on because it's. I've only seen like pictures of like parts of the spine and parts of the tail, and the femur. I think is what they found, and I'm like, how do you know it looks like a Spinosaurus from that? So there must be like other skeletons in other countries that are just like, no, you can't have this. We'll scan it for you so you can have a copy, but we're keeping the original. Like my friend when we bought Kenshin together. Here's a bird Pokemon, a bird dinosaur. I forgot this one's called, but it's pretty cool. But there's then I did this guy. That one came out pretty good. I'm forgetting what a lot of them are. Let's see. Does this say? No, it doesn't. But it's been so much fun working on these. Like the Diplodocus. I mean, no, this is Dilophosaurus. I'm working on Diplodocus today. But yeah. Here's another. This was a really fun one. Oh, I gotta show you my favorite one though. That was my second favorite. This is my favorite. I mean, look at this guy. Speakamelis. A name that does not really like invoke like fear, but I don't think it needs to. because you don't. I mean, you look at it; it doesn't have to speak. It's just like, by the way, I'm like the heavy metal cousin of the Ankylosaurus. You're gonna regret ever thinking of me as anything but a passerby, right? And I thought it's such a metal creature that I'm like, I gotta put lightning behind it. It's gotta look even more epic. Yeah. And then I did like I might work on this one a little bit today, but started to work on the what is Ceratosaurus. Yeah, he's. I can't remember where they are on the theropod tree, but I don't think. I think they're a little bigger than they're like close to the size of an allosaur. So pretty big, not huge. But I was working on my comic a little bit too, but. But I was just going to do some warm-ups really quick. Just do some a few animal drawings, and then I was going to get into the creatures. How's your comic coming along, by the way? Must You must be several volumes in by now. So I think you've had a couple conventions. Oh, mine? I mean, it's not at the moment. I've been busy with the channel. I've been busy with my VTuber model, but I did get back to writing it recently, and I'm hoping that I am going to take off some time in December, and I'll be doing work on it then. So that'll. I'm hoping to make some really big steps forward then. But I also found oh, it's trying to scare me. I'm like, why is it beeping at me? I found an encyclopedia of fairy folklore, and I'm gonna try and turn that into some creatures for the world. Oh, neat. Some gerbils. I mean, not gerbils. What are these? I forgot what they're called. Guinea pig. It's a guinea pig. I'm like, what is this? They're pretty cute. Yeah, I found that this was because sometimes before streams I'll do figure drawings, but I'm like, I'm drawing dinosaurs. Why am I drawing people before I'm drawing dinosaurs? That makes no sense. So I figure more fun to draw animals before I draw the ancient creatures that preceded them. Like, and it's just crazy when you try and like put into even saying like how far apart these creatures are is just like astounding. When you have like millions to tens to hundreds of millions of years apart sometimes, and oh, nice, very cool. Oh, okay. I was worried that you were that you. Yeah, I was like, you can talk too. Okay. You got pulled into that too. All my art buddies are playing that. Yeah, all the people in my on the animation project we're on break from we're doing that over the year. So, but we'll be starting that up again soon. Hopefully, I mean not hopefully. We will be starting that up again soon, like in mid-January. I think we were gonna meet. Yeah, I figured because I just didn't want you to think you couldn't. I'm like, oh gosh, I hope he doesn't think that I'm only talking to one of you at a time. It's like, but yeah, no, I've been working mostly on the channel stuff. Like, Oh, I did. I don't know if he did. I don't know if I've shared. Did I put this online? Let me see. Uh, Actually, you know what? Why don't, since you're here and I don't get to do this much, why don't I share some of the comic actually before we get into this? So, here's an exclusive surprise look at the page of the comic so far. Some of them you've seen, like this one. I don't know how many of them you've actually seen though, because I think like this one you probably saw two. I need to clean it up a little, but then then you get, come on, you can do it. I know this is a lot, but you can do it. Yeah. These are ones I was probably doing around our time, but I kind of cleaned them up later on a little bit. This one, I don't know why it's colored on the JPEG, but not the original. That's weird. But now I have that one you've seen. Like this. Do 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 do. Yeah, the whole fight with the tree. I mean the forest elemental. This page, I know you didn't see yet, D. So I'm pretty sure I did this after like the last time we drew together. So I'm sure I did, because like I did a lot on this one. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of this one. Like, this is one that I don't think I need to touch up at all. Like, I think it looks great the way it is. Like, maybe some touch up on that first panel, but not really. I think it looks okay. And then, like, then it gets harder to find them. Where is it? Oh, I know why. Maybe. Because after that it gets a little tougher to find the pages, but because I had them somewhere specific. Oh, I know where they are. Sorry, I do know where they are. That's not true. Like, I'm like, I don't know where they went. Wait, no, I don't. That was them. Thank you. Yeah, it's here's a couple of, I forgot that's where those pages are, but yeah, I've been busy with some other stuff. Where did it go though? I know that like I did Art Fight in July, and that was really fun. I did oh, this is a page. Why is it? It's okay. Like this is a rough version of a page that I swear I have it somewhere else. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's I'm doing a comic, so yeah, this is all my art. Like, I'm pretty proud of some of these pages. Like, that one especially came out really good. Right now I'm doing Dinovember stuff, so I'm doing like this stuff. So I'm gonna turn on some music for you guys. Just hoping. Yeah, it's a modern fantasy comic. It's called Raising the Bard. It's about a family that's trying to reunite. The mother's in grave danger because there's been these like rifts that have been opening up, and there's a giant one that's about to crack open near her, and she'll get, if they don't get to her in time, she could be pulled into the fairy realm, or worse, she could be hit by the wave of the rift, like the energy of the fey realm in the human realm, and just turn into a beast, or yeah, something like that. Like it could just get like mutated. So it's a race against time, against like this like thing that's not even it's more like trying to outrun a storm is what it's like. Because there is an unseelie elf that I have in it as like a human, as like a humanoid antagonist, but he's more there as like an obstacle to keep her from escaping on her own. So it's like he's kind of like this Loki kind of character that's just like bored and he wants to just mess with her. He doesn't even really want to kill her. He just is having some fun, and he's not concerned with her well-being. So he's like, yeah, it's kind of like the toy master in Owl House or whatever. Was that the name of that guy? Kind of like that before he became good, where it's just like an otherworldly thing that just doesn't understand our life's, how fragile we are, and he is a bit like evil, but it's more that he's just bored. He's just like, yeah, you look like a fun person to mess with. Thank you. Yeah, this is Ichthyovenator, which is a member of the Spinosaurus family line, which is why it might look familiar. And I just wanted to do a few more touches on it, but I was going to work on Diplodocus today, but I want to get some more of these cleaned up. Yeah, because I did oops, that's just practice. Get rid of that. Do not save. I forget which one this is. That was a rough one. Another rough one. I'm blanking on what this is. But it's like one of the long, obviously it's a long neck of some kind. But where'd it go? I'll find it later. Because usually I name these files based on their what creature they are, but this one I was like, I'll just call it Dino Day, whatever. And then I'm like, oh no, what have I done? I'll never figure out what this is. Like, does it say the day it is? Let's see. Oh, 19. So I can find out. Actually, I can find out. One sec. I can find the name of this. Because this is based off of Casey Snow's prompt list. So this is, here it is. This is Plateosaurus, I think. If it's, yeah. And then I had like a rough version of the Medusaceratops. So, and then there's Ceratosaurus. Yes, there's a little more of my comic. Some more of the pages. That I don't need this anymore. Do not save. Yeah, and here's Dilophosaurus. Yeah, Dilophosaurus, which might look different from what you're used to because the Jurassic Park lied. Or not lied, but they just didn't know back then like what it looked like. Whereas like now we know that it has the frills are on the top and like they were bigger than a Utah raptor and they're really pretty. They didn't have a strong bite, but they were like pretty like they were good hunters. So he would have been, and even the book I think describes better like how big they are. So I think they just chose. Oh, and this is my favorite one. Yeah, right? Yeah, this is my favorite one. The Spicamelus, which is a part of the family of the Ankylosaurus. But it's like, hey, you know what would make something that's already like a walking fossil even more crazy powerful? Let's just cover it in spikes. It's just like a walking fortress. So yeah, that's pretty much all of them. The rest is just the comic that some of the pages I was showing. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. That one I don't care for as much. The only reason I even did this one is because it was kind of cool that it was a feathered bird. But a feathered dinosaur, but yeah. I don't know where... Oh, here's some of the pages. Where'd it go? Do. Just show a few more of these just for funs. Oh, yeah, right? That was pretty... I love doing like cloud. I mean, you can see even here, like I put them in this, like I have like a few brushes that can, that really make some nice cloud effects. And then like, let's see. Oh, here's another cool page from the comic. Just a one more spoiler. Because I'm hoping to get all this. This is they get ambushed by these two bounty hunters, and this is the first one where he tries to jump. This like werewolf guy tries to jump Richard, and he's just like, nope, because he can conjure any weapon that he's ever made, which is I thought that was kind of a cool ability. Kind of like how in like My Hero there's that girl that can like conjure things, but she has to understand the fundamentals of how they work before she can make them. I thought that even a cooler like restriction is that like it can have, although his can have abilities on them, because as long as he's made it, it can just come to him. Even like so he could like summon like a mace or a hammer that's like also like a fire hammer. As long as he made that and imbued it himself. So yeah. And the main character, June, she's learning to be a bard, so she uses music as a weapon. Let's get some reference for Diplodocus, which is actually a pretty cool dinosaur, actually. For one of the herbivores. It's definitely... Oh, this is what was in Jurassic Park. I forgot. I think he used its full like Latin name, possibly. But I'm pretty sure this is what they saw. Because it sneezed on them. That's the part I remember. is that funny bit where it's just like, F you, and he's like, God bless you. Yeah, they have like this bump on the top of their head that has like I believe has their it's like their nasal passage. Because they're let me see. Let's get some facts on them. Let's talk. Diplodocus. Okay. It was from the late Jurassic. Wow, they actually got a creature correct. Because some of the creatures in Jurassic Park are Cretaceous or Triassic. So, no, maybe it's that game that you're playing. Not to throw any shade your way, but... Yeah. Very large animal, whip-like tail, hot, bigger front legs than back legs. Let's see what else. Huh. They haven't found a skull? Interesting. They found everything but the skull, it seems like. They found, I guess, like, other species that are very similar to it, so they're using their skulls. Which, I mean, fair enough. For a while we were claiming that the Brontosaurus was a thing and then it wasn't a thing, and we said that that didn't count, but now it thankfully does again. Huh, they do have a claw. Interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, and they might have had spines like an iguana. Okay, this will add more fun things to them. Maybe... It's weird, because I thought there was another one that had like these, but... I'll make them smaller, because there is one that has ones that are like this, but that's a different species, so I don't want to copy it. But it's so great to see you, though, D. I was just thinking because someone started watching all my old videos, and I was like, oh man, he's gonna see all the bad audio. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, oh cool, he's gonna get to see all the videos of the two of us drawing together, because that's how long ago it was. We really gotta find some time one of these days. Because, like, I remember back when we would, I would turn on my phone, but I'd be using, I would be recording in Streamlabs Steamlabs, and just kind of do both. Like, have the phone, like, pointed at my, my Cintiq. I'm curious to hear if you've upgraded from your although you probably not yet, because I was thinking of upgrading my iPad, but I don't really see a reason. I keep talking myself in and out of it. Like, I also almost got the what is it, that new Wacom, I don't know if you've seen it, but yeah, I know, right? Because don't you have a Twitch? I think you said you made a Twitch account, right? Because we can do that sometime. Or, I mean, I can go back onto Instagram, I guess, but no, I use my Instagram still. I just started posting all the dinosaurs on there, so because I'm like, yeah, no, they're those are, I mean, they're pricey, so I mean, I would not recommend getting them unless you really, like, I'm looking into them just because, like, I'm expecting some. I mean, I got like a pretty good bonus from the last quarter. So, but I was honestly, I might just save it, because, like, you never know with money. So, besides, it's an early version of Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll have to do that. We'll have to use that sometime to do some. Maybe I can be one of your first people that you live stream with. But yeah, the Cintiq. I think it's the they're called the moving line, where it's like there's the moving 11, which is like kind of like an iPad, and then there's the 14, which is a little bit like more like an iPad Pro. But I don't know. They're still really young. Like they're brand new devices, and they're using oh, what is that? I forget the name of that operating system. The same one that a lot of these handhelds are using that aren't Apple. But anyway, it's just really young in its development, so I'm gonna wait because it feels like a big like thing to invest in, and or just to purchase. Because unfortunately, not really an investment because they only lose value. So. But yeah, it'd be a thing to look into later. Yeah, definitely. I'll show you all about it. And sadly, well, the only thing I don't like about Twitch that you don't have to deal with as much on here is that lurkers on here. Maybe I'm wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure no matter what you do on here, you'll show up in the person's count. But on Twitch, because of bigger streamers, they decided they didn't want they didn't want bots being counted, so they made it so that any account that isn't like chatting in that isn't in the chat box actually engaging won't be counted, which I think is really unfair to the visitor and the host, because they think they're talking to no one, and the person who just wants to like listen but would love to feel like they're being talked to isn't being perceived. So it's lose-lose. I don't know what they were thinking when they made this, but hopefully they fix it, because no one likes it on either side. It's not getting rid of the spam bots, so I don't know why they thought that would help. Because that was the only reason they did it. But it's like, nope, guys, they still come. So you didn't fix the problem. You only made a different problem. Yeah, and maybe we can make you I can show you how to make a PNG tuber. Like this little guy in my corner. It's real easy, honestly. This is he's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different steps to him. It varies. For a little while I was trying to do 2 and 2, so it kind of was equal. And actually I'm doing that now. What am I saying? So it's equal at the moment. It feels like it bounces back and forth on where I get engagement, and sometimes, depending on how I'm feeling that night, I might put more time into one than the other. Like last night on my Twitch, I didn't. There either was some people might have been lurking, or maybe there was just no one could be on that night because it was a very low count. So I did a shorter stream, but like nights like this where I have a lot of people and I have a decent amount. A very active audience between you and Art Ninja and Lau was a fair girl, like I mean, three chatters. That's great. But I mean, I was even saying that earlier today, where I'm like, I don't have any like illusions to like being famous. Or disillusions. Because like, if I get a couple people to talk to, then I'll be happy. Because like, as one of my friends pointed out, I'm not a yappy person. I'm more of a like, I like to. I mean, you've been on with me. I like to talk about the random stuff. That hasn't changed. I'll either rant or I'll go on talking about like interesting facts about like, well, recently dinosaurs, but like other things too. Yeah. And like I had that whole like well, yeah, I found a bunch of. I mean, Art Ninja. That's how we found. I found your account because of Art Fight. I was telling Dee earlier that I did that earlier this year, so I'm really glad I did that this year. That was probably. I'm trying to think if there was anything. That was definitely up there on my list of favorite things to do this year. Because honestly, I think everyone. Some people made Art Fight really dramatic. Like they were just like, "Excuse me, sir, if you're not at least 500 viewers at a time, I don't want you to deal with you." And but meanwhile, I mean, I did both ends. I was just like, I would try to talk to people that were bigger than me, but I also like. I wanted to talk to any artist I could who's like what they were drawing interested me. So, I wasn't really worried. And anyone that wanted to draw my art, I'm like, please go for it. And thankfully, no one was really rude, because I heard some people were kind of rude if you didn't like immediately say like thank you when they drew your art. But everyone I talked to was really nice. So I was lucky. Oh, for sure. This guy I don't know too much about. Like all I know is little bits here and there. But like, as far as drawing, yeah, any little bit of anatomy and stuff I can tell you to save you time, because like early on in my drawing journey, I had some people that were better than me, but unfortunately, a lot of them, it was just harder to talk to other people back then, or at least because they were like leaving for college, so they didn't have time to explain it all to me. Man, I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Massive. It's from the same family as the Brachiosaur and the Titanosaurs. What else is there with this one? Yeah, I guess they have unusual teeth. Elliptical cross section. I also found out, and I was talking about this earlier this week. Apparently, during I think it was the Cretaceous. I think there was like 2 million years of rain. It was varying degrees, they think, but to what they made it sound like it just didn't stop, which is crazy. Huh. But yeah, this is the creature from Jurassic Park. Because you can tell because, well, they kind of show its posture when it tries to stand up on 2 feet, and it looks just like the way they made them in the movie. I've been drawing too many of them eating. I want to draw two just cuddling. Like Land Before Time. D, you saw that, right? I think we've talked about it before. I think, right? Because that movie just like is timeless. Like anytime I want to just like rip my own heart out, I watch that opening scene. It's just like, oh, okay, this is where you cry. I'm not gonna do it this time, I swear. Oh, nope, too late. It is funny that all the T-Rexes throughout the series, I could be wrong. I didn't see the later ones, but I think when they did introduce the T-Rex baby in the later movie, it couldn't talk. So it is interesting that all the theropods can't talk in the Land Before Time world. Because our ninja, we've talked about this before, where it's like there's this conspiracy with like between Bluth and Disney, where like they won't let carnivores talk, except in Lion King. Like that's the only time they get to talk. It's not fair. I mean, sure, Sharptooth looked pretty evil, but that could have just been a mother trying to feed her babies, for all we know. So, I mean, what she's trying to do is obviously bad for the story wise, because they're the main characters, but it's also their nature. It's not evil. Even though they made it look terrifying. I mean, the fact that it was going after the kids especially makes me think it was a mother trying to get prey for its children. Because that's a common thing in predators, is that they'll bring back the prey animal for the children to practice hunting. Like, I think, is it lions? I think lions do that. I believe. But, yeah. Well, have either of you seen, I'm going to watch it this week. I have this next couple days off, and I'm thinking of watching Mighty Nine. Because that was my favorite campaign from the Critical Role team. I'm so excited to see what they do. Like, Jester is like one of my favorite characters ever, and like, she's so funny. And I definitely recommend like looking up some there's some really funny well, they're kind of spoilers, and they might be spoilers for the show but they're based around the campaign, and it's like funny things that Jester did throughout the series. Because someone just like took audio from them playing the campaign and turned it into an animatic. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this though. Oops. You know what I realized is wrong? That eye's in the wrong spot. Because I want this one like this. So they're like kind of rubbing together like they're heading into like an embrace, kind of like. I don't know. Probably maybe what they did? I don't know if there's any record of that, but I'll say yes. I forget which animal it was. I think it was Procompsognathus, or maybe it was another one of the smaller dinosaurs that had a funny name where it translates to like the thief or something like that. And the funny thing is, when they later on did research, they realized that this it might have been that one, but anyway, the creature that this was named after, they later on went back and looked at the nests, and it was their own nest. So they weren't stealing eggs at all. They were just taking care of their babies. So the name Thief was really mean. It's like it's like house wrecker. It's like those are my kids. Like, what are you talking about, guy? That's kind of rude. I mean, I know I've been extinct for like millions, hundreds of millions of years, but I have feelings too. Jeez. You put some tall trees behind them to show that like they had to. A really good show if you like dinosaurs or are interested in more is called Primal. I watched the first season of that. I kind of started to get into the second season with the new character who actually talks, and I need to finish that. I keep forgetting to. It's on my Amazon account, but I keep forgetting that it's there. He's essentially just like, for the first season, he kind of just grunts a lot because he's like an early humanoid, but and he meets some kind of all the dinosaurs are kind of made up. I mean, like some of them have like look kind of like actual dinosaurs, but I mean, like the scale of them is off. Like there was a really cool episode that was like the zombie episode where this little raptor has this like rabies like disease, and it bites this like giant I think it's a Titansaurus, or maybe it was a Diplodocus. And the Diplodocus gets the rabies, and like, of course, the two main characters run into this thing, and it becomes like this like survival where they're trying to run from this creature that's just insanely strong and way bigger than either of them. So even though one of them is a theropod, or i.e. like in the T-Rex family, it doesn't matter. which I've pointed out on this podcast, not podcast, on this. Welcome to my podcast. On this art stream before, which is when talking about the Jurassic World series, where like it's because it's funny because in Jurassic Park they never really say like the T-Rex is just gonna murder everything left and right. It's gonna go on a killing spree and all this and that. It's like, no, it's an animal. It's gonna do what it wants to do. Now it's free to eat bigger food, but it's gonna still just hunt when it wants to. Whereas like when they made that genetically engineered one, they're like, oh, this thing only hunts for sport. And I'm like, what, did you like put cat in it or something? Like, is it like a giant kitty? Like hunting birds? Because otherwise, why would it do that? Why wouldn't it just hunt to eat? And even if it did, the things that it was hunting could smush it. Like, it was hunting like Titansaurus, which is bigger than Diplodocus by a long shot. And I'm like, I don't care if it goes invisible. If something like the size of a chihuahua bit my leg and I couldn't see it, I still would step on it. I'd be pretty angry. I'm like, dude, that's my foot. Meanwhile, they make it look like this dinosaur's just like got a monocle on, and he's like, yes, yes, all according to plan. Like, but guys, this is fun and all, but I think the high heels are more believable than this. Also, as we said last time, just take them off, lady. Like, who are you trying to... It's not like the stockholders, the shareholders are going to be like, oh, she took her shoes off. We're backing out now. It's like, nope, they're all eaten. Probably. But have either of you watched anything good lately? I'm just curious. Because I'm always looking for new shows. I know that Star Wars has kind of hit a rough patch, but hopefully not. With the recent like exodus of writers, they'll get some better ones. It's so funny that a lot of these new directors are pulling the Shyamalan move and yelling at the fans, and I'm like, yeah, that's a way to get us to come back, guy. It's like I feel real bad about ignoring your series now that you're calling me a dum-dum for not watching it. It's like, maybe I would have watched it later. You ever think of that? But not anymore. Oh, I'm excited for that. Yeah, Stranger Things is going to be fun. I am so excited to see how they resolve Vecna and all that stuff. And, like, Steve is such a fun character. And I really want to see what happens with the kids. Like, I forget her name. Is it Max? Or I forget. She had the redheaded girl that is in the coma at the end of this 4th season because of what Vecna did to her. I got to go back and watch that scene again where she's running out of the dream, because that is such a cool and iconic moment with that song playing in the background, and it's just like, that was so cool. But like, yeah, I'm excited for that, and like that and Mighty Nine are the two shows that I'm most excited about this coming month anyway. So I gotta get. I'm gonna try and now that I'm almost done with There's only like one or two. There's two more episodes left of My Hero Academia. I'm probably gonna go back and watch more of Spy X Family. It's just that this season's just not as good as the last one, but I'll still try and watch it. I hear maybe it'll get better. Maybe I just got to an episode that just wasn't great. Because, yeah, I'm sure it gets better. Yeah! Yeah, I wanted to do like a... I've been doing so many drawings of animals eating. I'm like, wouldn't it be nice just to have one where they're cuddling? I gotta do one for the carnivores too, though. Gotta be fair. Like maybe I'll, I don't know which one how many I have left to do, though, that are carnivores. Let's see. Is there anyone I... What's, Falcarius? Okay. Interesting. Minmi. Minmi, what's that? I can look up some of these upcoming dinosaurs because we only have like, I think, one more. Of course, this is also a person's name, or it's Oh, okay. It's a Minmi is a like from the Ankylosaur family. Okay. Got it. And then the one after that is Falcarius, which sounds like I don't know. Falcarius. Oh, it's a Falcarius is a. Hello, welcome. Working on some Dinovember drawings tonight, so I was just looking ahead at some of the upcoming ones just for fun. To see what was in. Oh, okay. This is that one that looks like the bird. I see. Neat. But I won't be drawing that until Saturday, so. Yeah, this is Diplodocus, like two, and I thought it'd be fun to have two of them cuddling. Oh, it's a Kodiak moment. Who let that bear in here? Oh, no, not yet. I haven't watched the show, really, so... I've only seen... Remember, did I talk about that last time? I've only seen the first few episodes, so, like... I would have to go back through, because I don't want to do what I did with, I've already done that once with, Demon Slayer, where I watched the Mugen Train without having watched any of the show except for like 5 episodes. I think like 6 or yeah, I think like 6 episodes from the first season. So I would be very lost. Like in Chainsaw Man, I got up to him meeting the guy with the curse, where like the that's living in him or whatever. It's like the and he's got the weird hair. I forgot the guy's name, but he just met that guy, so. And they went out on their first mission together, and that's like the last episode I saw. But I saw the trailer for the movie, and the animation looks really good. So I can see why people are excited. Kind of how I felt when I finally got to watching One Piece Red, where it's like the animation in that was just really good. But then again, like the show itself, like the animation's really gone up in quality. And he's even gonna, I guess he's taking a break, so like a lot of them are gonna, I'm hoping that like that, I'll give them a chance to recharge for the next season. Because Elbaf is really crazy, I hear. So. Yeah, I'm finishing a bunch of anime right now too, so. Like I was just saying earlier, yeah. I was finishing up the last season of My Hero Academia. So I'm excited to see how that goes. I mean, I already know how it ends, but it's still fun to see it play out. Like, yeah, without spoilers, I just love, like, I never thought that I would like a character like Luffy until like I started to watch the show and I got it, like why he's so popular. It just started to make sense, because before then I was like, I watched the first few episodes like a long time ago, and then I was like, I tried it once, and then I was like, I don't really get why people like this character, and then like I gave it another try, but I went further, and I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. It's like he's got that amazing ability, that kind of like Goku, of like making good friends with people that hate him. Season 3 for My Hero, or for because I think was 3 the school, the trip to the woods. I'm trying to remember what happened in season 3. I think that's what that was. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm trying to just remember if it was the woods or if it was the. Oops. Here we go. And I think that's why I don't want to like outright say I'll never watch Demon Slayer, because like if I can watch Luffy and Usopp and Chopper in one scene together and not just like walk away, then I should be able to put up with some of Demon Slayer. Although I don't know, those Sleepy Boy is kind of annoying. College? No, they were in like high school. Well, I guess technically it's a college because it's MHU. No, you're right. I always thought of it as like a higher end because of how they look. I mean, maybe it's because. Okay, so it's not just me. No, you're right. They are in college. I forgot. Because honestly, and it makes sense because they are shadowing later in a later season to get careers as heroes. So that makes sense. But in that though, the only really annoying character in My Hero is I forget his name, but he uses those sticky little orbs in his hair, and he's shaped like a bowl of grapes. Nope, never. It's never me. No, it could be me, honestly. I mean, like I said, it could just be that I just like was in a bad mood when I watched the show. So I fully admit that like I could have just caught it on the wrong day. It's very easy for that to happen with shows. Like I've gone back to anime later on and then been like, why didn't I watch this when it was out? And it's like, oh right, because I was going through a rough time when this was going through the first time. Really? Well, I gotta commend his ego, that's for sure. He's got high hopes. But I think his like perseverance, even with his power, kind of make him commendable because it's not like he disappears. He still stays in the show, so it's not like he saw like Overhaul or like All for One and said, "Oh, I'm out of here. Never mind. I'm going to be a plumber." He's like, "No, I'm still going to be a hero." But you haven't seen either of those guys yet, so... Like... Overhaul is such a creepy villain. So I won't spoil anything about him. So I guess my question though is, why do you love him? I like him because he's because of like what I said. He doesn't give up even though he's got a kind of a lame power. I don't admire him for his being a creep. I saw the first few episodes. The first two. It seems interesting. Is it made by the same people? It looks very similar to in animation style to maybe because it's the same technique, but it looks a lot like Demon Slayer. So I'm not sure if they're the same. I'm not sure if it's the same people, but I'm a little let down by this season of from. I haven't watched it yet, but everyone I listen to online is saying that One Punch Man is not good this season. Like everyone's saying it was really disappointing, so that's too bad. I'll give it a shot still, but I've seen some screenshots and I'm like, ugh. Oh, for sure. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he means well. Me. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, people kind of overstate things a lot too, so I'm never sure if I can really take them at their word 100% because, like, sometimes they've been hard on shows and I'm like, it's an okay show. So, maybe. Although I've seen some of the shots and, ooh, so we'll see. I think the biggest issue is, like, I don't know what their producers are thinking. Like, why they put this pressure on a studio that doesn't do that kind of work, all just to save a buck so they didn't have to hire the more expensive studio. I would have waited for Mappa to come back. Like, I was in no hurry. So I don't know why they didn't just wait for Mappa to have a free moment to work on their show. Because it would have made them so much more money, because it would have done better. Because I've never seen a season of a show with so many stills on Twitter than that. And I feel so bad for the animators because it's not their fault. They were put under a ridiculous schedule and told to do work that was nothing like what they've done normally. So, I don't know. It's a shame. But might be worth just a look, checking out for the story. see. Make that better. Yeah, I know nothing about that game, so I wouldn't, even if you tried to explain it to me, it would be lost. Like, I've seen people play it, so I know how the combat itself works, but I get lost when people start talking about all the like mechanics of like how to play the game. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna go over in this corner and just doodle while you guys talk about that. Yeah, it's been on and off to here. The weather kind of like it was pouring actually earlier. I had to drop off so, yeah, a paycheck, and I got stuck in the rain, and that was annoying. I also got like a bank teller that was trying to have me set up another account, and I'm just trying to be polite, but I was like, I just want to go home. Can you just let me go? It's like I don't want to be here. Please let me leave. But I didn't want to be rude, so I was like, okay. Just sat there and nodded for a second. Then I'm like, well, time for me to go hit that old dusty trail. Oh, cool! I love Freerun. The trailer for season 2 actually just came out. I don't want to watch it. It would almost be really cool if Ubo came back as a villain or as an antagonist of some kind, like not maybe not like a villain, but she like becomes a problem for them later on. Because I would love to see her again. It is funny how like I had to watch that show like twice to really understand Ubel's point of view. Because the first time I thought she's just like typical anime girl that's just crazy, and then I watched it again and I'm like, oh no, there's something else going on here. It's like that's what her deal is. Plus, I love the music in that show. Sometimes I'll just put it on the background while I'm drawing. Bum, bum, bum. Whoa, that's big. Well, that's big. Oh, Cloudy. There's Cloudy. I don't need it anymore, but it's there. In case I want it. It's there. I kind of like this like watercolory kind of look to this, so I'm purposely not going to do too much like rendering on it. I kind of like that it's not so, yeah, not as rendered as the other one, because I don't think they all need to be. Like, it gets the point across. It's an art challenge. It's not a contest or anything, so it's just for fun. Do you have a favorite character in Freeman? I really hope they run into Kraft the Monk again, because he was pretty cool. Well, I think there was like a storm warning here too. They said something to do with the weather getting really bad, so. But it shouldn't be bad for a while, so I think I'm okay for now. Oh, don't scare me. Make me worry about your well-being here. Oops, that's ugly. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, okay. No, it's really good. I highly recommend it. It's a really, you'll love it. Like, really well written characters and just really fun adventure. It's not fast, so if you like shonen with lots of like that shonen action and punching and kicking, that's not that show at all. It's much more tame and more like subdued. Like which I think is, well, a nice change. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my funny, my cool, like punchy shows, but it's good to have shows that are like much more. I mean, there are action episodes, but the pacing is much more like laid back. So like you'll have a few episodes where like they're just walking somewhere, and it's about the conversation about like a moment in her life because she's lived like thousands of years, and it's talking about her life when she was traveling with these adventurers to go fight the Demon King, which normally in any other story would be the story, but this is more about like her processing her life afterwards. Well, there are punchy moments in it. I mean, the whole like the whole fight with like the tournament for the first class. I mean, not tournament. The exam for first class. They were like fighting pretty intensely. Like that was the first time you saw like Freeran really have to like cut loose because like she was dealing with human mages who weren't going to just hold back. They were like determined to get this ability. I mean, this privilege because once you become a first class, you can learn any spell, no matter how like powerful it is. Like the elf that watches over the Mages Guild will give it to you. So it leads to people being pretty brutal during the exams. But it also shows that like there was a part where they're like traveling and it was about like them surviving getting through these mountains during the winter, which kind of reminds you that like there are parts in journeys where the weather itself can beat you. So I like that. Yeah, no, it's a really good one. I think that's good. If you're looking for something funny, I recommend Nichijou, because that has, you've probably seen like clips from it on TikTok if you're on there a lot, because it's like got the most random crazy things happening in it, like the superintendent of the school getting suplexing a deer. So it's really weird. It's like, what am I watching? Kind of weird, and it's so much fun. And then there's shows like All Saint Street, which is really fun too, and funny as well, but just not the same kind of funny. Actually, pretty close. It's pretty ridiculous too, but just more straightforward because like the main character is a supposedly he's harboring the Demon King. Yep. He's suplex. You heard me. Suplex a deer. What's weird about that? Just kidding. It's very weird. That's too dark. Let's go with the lighter. There. I love that. It's kind of like how I love explaining some of the Studio Trigger shows, because especially to people who don't watch anime, that is like the most bizarre show. Like Kill la Kill is so strange. It's fun, but explaining it to someone that doesn't watch anime is just like an art in itself. It's like, so there's this girl that just kind of like has clothes that she can use as a weapon, and she like her mom's evil. It's been like mind controlled by these aliens to like turn the world into a fascist dictatorship. And then it only gets weirder from there. Yeah, pretty much. This is wrong. I don't like this. Let's just make it light. That's too noticeable. I'm going to just make it a light kind of outline at the bottom. Yep, nothing strange whatsoever. Like, at first you think it's just gonna be the kids are weird, but the adults are weird too. So it's really funny. In Nichijou, I mean. All Saint Street's funny for so many reasons. Like, for instance, there's a scene where one of the characters is a werewolf, and he turns into a werewolf involuntarily one time because a woman with a kimono with a moon on it turned her back towards him, and he saw the moon. And apparently that's all it took. And I'm like, wait a minute. I don't know if that's how it works, but it's funny that for him that's how it works. Plus, there was a scene earlier where he kept trying to transform, and the moon kept getting covered by a cloud, so he could only partially transform. It was pretty great. He's like, ow, ow, ow. He just kept like half howling and then being like, and then he got arrested for public indecency because he's like half dressed in the woods. Really funny. I'll have to watch that just because there is a Christmas episode, actually. There's not too much anime with Christmas episodes. I don't think One Piece had one. I know that Bleach had a Halloween episode. I never did watch it, though. It was kind of like a special. I forget when that came on. I think that was a while ago. That was like 2010 or something. That was when that aired. I've spent a lot more time on this than I thought for like I think I really just like doing this watercolor kind of style too. Or just like this more subdued, like pastel-y, because I'm usually doing, like I showed earlier, more extreme stuff, but this is kind of fun. Good. I'll get rid of that. I want it to be a softer line. He's in a public park, though. Yeah. I also just love how bad his luck is. He's got like the worst luck ever. Like the minute he gets on his mission, like everything goes wrong. Like you could make him a necklace out of like 4-leaf clovers and he still would find a way to like have the worst day ever. Yeah, I thought so. I kind of do. That's what I was saying too. Yeah, it's kind of fun to step out of my comfort zone and try something a little more subdued. 'Cause it's not almost. I don't want to pretend like I'm anywhere near this, but Ghibli-esque kind of. But just in that it's like really like soft and like yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I just yeah, I think it just looks nice because it's like nothing really distracts from them in this, whereas in some of these other drawings it's like they're in a actual setting that's like a part of them. It's like they're a character in and so is the setting, whereas in this one it's more like the character, I mean the dinosaurs are more important. So yeah, I'm glad this is coming out good. I didn't know I would have this much fun with this one, honestly. But then I think it helped that I realized that they're the creatures from Jurassic Park. Because the minute I realized that, I'm like, wait a minute, these guys are awesome. Like I have to do them justice. And they just made this like this very like clean lake that they're next to, or a clean little pond. And yeah. I almost thought about doing a nest, but I'm like, that's too much detail. Like, no, thank you. Not for this one. It's okay. I kind of want to keep the trees white, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna keep them white. Because there are trees like that. So, I'd rather not make them brown or anything. It kind of would take away from them being in that nice, bright background. Here. Nice. I think I'll just step away from this one for a moment and work on some other ones, and then I'll come back to this afterwards. So I just want to... This is better than I ever could have hoped. I think maybe I'll go back to, Which one should I try to clean up more? Probably this one. Because it's not... It just needs to be lightened, I think. Like, that's not a very good background either. Nope. Maybe. Yeah, maybe something more like that for its background, and then... Oh, yes. Oh, for this one? No. But I am working on one. It's hard. Like... I've been using that software for like 3/4 of this year, and I mean, part of it's just I kind of like got distracted by other things, but like honestly, it's tough. Like, it's a lot of work to get that to work the way you want. Let me see. I mean, you probably have these people, but I can point you to a few good references. Where is she? Playlists. Don't play with sound. Don't play with... don't play with... don't... I said don't play with sound. Let's see, there's, I'll find her. Oh, here it is. Merely Woofy? Too many buttons? Oh, that's an understatement. The whole interface is insane. Like, it's just like another language to get used to. And, because you have to, like, use so many sliders to do so many things. Although the biggest thing that I found was setting what's the phrase? Hang on, I'll open it up. Don't want you guys seeing it yet though, so using the warp deformers helps a lot. Making things like using warp deformers for like hair, and I don't know if you can use it for like parts of the face, but you can use it for objects like the hair and like the body. Yeah, hers are great. Merely Woofy is really good. Yeah. I'd say that that's a good place to look, because there's other people that are up there with her, but I'd say like those videos are like some of the best, because they go through the whole process, and you can always pause it, and because there's other people that have ones I like where there is no audio and it's just all text, so I can just mute it, and so there's not even sound, and just have it in the background to look over to and have it on slow motion, like step by step. But yeah, there's just like, because you have your like manual mesh edit, your automatic mesh generator, and then you have like create warp deformer and all that stuff. Yeah, it's a lot. I know it's a lot. So you have my sympathy, and I wish you the best of luck, because it's a lot of work. Like, let's put these up further. There. I just hope you don't have as many moving parts as mine does, because yeesh, I kinda think that some parts might not move as much as they do in this model even. Like the wings might not move much in the first version. Because I kind of don't want... If I have to choose something to cut out, that would be my number one choice, to not have to animate the wings. Unless I can find a way to do it really easily. Because, yeesh. It is. The face was the worst. Getting like the eyes and everything to work the way I wanted was a nightmare. But I did it. I only recently actually aligned the ears and the put the masks on the ears so that like the inner ear could be seen, and could be seen at every angle by warping it. So, have fun with that. It's a lot of work, yeah. I mean, it makes sense, though. I mean, you look at how much people charge for it, and when you try and do it yourself, you're like, oh, that's why. Because no one wants to do this by themselves. So, yeah. Problem is, if you don't, then you have to hire that person every time you do a change. I don't... Through opacity? I don't even know how you would do that. But if you found a way, cool. I thought everything had to be done through like either changing the vectors or changing the or you just using the warp. Because but this guy's got a lot going on. Like, I'm gonna be wearing a different suit in my yeah, no, it's like $2,000 or more. Like, I think for a low-end one, it's like probably it's like $3,500 or something like that, probably. And then, like, I've heard, like, big VTubers talk about, like, spending, like, 20 grand. So, nope. It'll be cool when I know enough to maybe do that and charge that much. But I don't know when that day will come based on how slow I am. But maybe someday I can learn enough to do that on the side once a year. And make a good chunk of change. But yeah. Oops. But yeah, it's a lot of different things you have to add in, and like I wouldn't recommend doing the mouth the way I did, because I took a more advanced tutorial for the mouth, where most tutorials just tell you, you know, make the mouth shaped like a smile and then have it open and close. There you go. I was like, nah. I want every syllable to be able to be mapped. Now do you see why maybe this took me almost a year? I'm just like, this is version 1.0, and I'm doing this now. What is 2.0 going to be? It'll 3D. It'll be 3D is the answer probably. I'll just jump right into 3D. Get a full body suit. And use my tax return for next year and just save it up. And no, I'm kidding. I would never buy that. There'd be no point. I'm not a gamer. Not a serious one anyway. But I hear how some of those VTubers actually break those headsets, and I'm like, oh no, that's a lot of money. It's like I could not imagine just like tripping and slamming my head into a wall, and then not only having to go to the emergency or like urgent care, but also like losing like what are those worth? They're like at least like $700 for the lesser VR sets. And if the body tracking stuff gets damaged, I don't even want to know how much that would cost. It would cost dumpster, because that's where it would go after that. I was on the wrong... Guys, I was on the wrong layer. See, but the cool thing... I forgot to mention, the cool thing about this guy is that this part here, I'll use the black, this is like a hardened notch that would be like the third horn, but it's actually just like more like a rhino kind of in that spot, where it's just like welded into, it's part of the skull kind of, or on top of the skull, so it's like really like reinforced. And apparently, like a lot of the Triceratops have really strong bites. So I always think of like snapping turtles when I look at them now. Or like how like gorillas have like a really ridiculous bite force, even though that's not what they mainly use it to eat food and attack other competitors. Yeah, I think like getting the eyelids to open and close, and like I didn't understand how reverse masks worked when I first started. So I might actually have to go back through and double check them, because I think I fixed them, but I mean they work, but if they're not reverse masks, kind of want to fix that now before it's an official model, because then I don't have to worry about it later when I'm like when I'm updating it, because that part was horrible. And I think the mouth was probably the worst, though, because the mouth was like masking that with I don't know how big the mouth of your character is, but mine's, I mean, look at this mouth. He's just like the Cheshire Cat. Like He could just literally put his foot in his mouth. So getting that to mask correctly was really hard, because like it kept being like 40% of it would be fine, and then all of a sudden it would just like show a bit of the mouth that it wasn't supposed to for the rest. And it's like, oh, I gotta stretch the mask for this one state, and then I have to make it special for this one state, but I can't have it like go over the eyes by making it too big. Yeah, it's a lot of work. And I feel bad because I have someone who's offered to help me. Ah, okay. Mac and cheese? Oh, okay, that's better than what I guessed. Crab sticks can be okay. Probably the one. Well, I mean, I guess they can be nutritional depending on where they're from. I haven't had dinner yet. I mean, I guess I kind of had a meal, kind of, or part of one, so I could live off that. I'm currently doing intermittent fasting anyway, so. But maybe I'll have something more, just a little bit extra of something extra. Because we'll see. Yeah, I have a friend who makes models, but I'm always feel bad asking for help because I never really have like specific questions. I just have like it's not working questions. I'm like, can you just? I don't know why this no work. Like it took me a long time to realize that you can accidentally like move items by changing something like else that they were attached to. So because like I have that scar over my eye, and it kept sliding around whenever I changed the eye. So I had to slowly figure out, oh, I have to do this before I can move the eye, because otherwise it's gonna always move in the wrong way. It's like, oh gosh, I hate this. Ah! Oh, for sure, yeah. She was the best. Like she's actually the one that made the Lyra B. She made my little buddy down in the corner. And yeah, I like that little guy. 'Cause I'm trying to think of something like that to do for my channel, but I just haven't thought of anything yet, and I don't want to just copy someone else. Or I might do more like what some other people do, where they have the little pixel versions of things. But I'm trying to think of what to use. Maybe I don't know, because I don't want to just do like pixies. What I could do is just a whole bunch of different that maybe that's something I could do with next month as well. Is trying to make some pixel art with for some like little avatars for you, for all of you. I don't I don't know. That's a good question. But I could maybe have a thing at the bottom where people can like have like there's like a few default creatures to choose from, and then like I mean in then if you're either a member or if you're like subscribe or if you're you join this one, you can get better creatures that are like more decorative or something. I don't know. It's a thought for the future, but for now it's just an ideal. Bum, 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 bum. What should I do for the landscape for this one? Are they good? Because that's really all that matters. Are they tasty? Yes or no? If yes, then who cares? Still top tier regardless if there's tasty. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Funny thing is, this one was kind of inspired by Land Before Time as well. It's the it's like three horns don't play with long necks kind of scene. But why? Good. As long as they're tasty, that's all that matters. I mean, I might just make myself an omelet after this. That sounds pretty good. So I still have some peppers left. I can chop those up and put them into an omelet. Yum, yum, yum. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. How are we doing on time? Oh, not bad. Yo. Nah, I gotta be a little more careful than that. Like in a grassy field. Or, you know what? Partially grassy. I'm gonna make some bushes around them too, because probably would not be as. Not that common to have really wide open areas, depending on where they are. Ugh, I don't like that. Too bad. Wow, those are huge. I don't like it. Too big, too big. Too big. All these brushes are too big. Oops. Feels rushed. Maybe you can get. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it. That kind of works better. Something more like that. Yeah. I need something to drink. I'll be right back. I'm thirsty. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. This is the Meduceratops, or I believe that's there. Let me double check. It's definitely something like that. Yeah, Medusa ceratops. Yeah, it's not the most not the most epic, but definitely I like their head shape. They have a nice, cool, like shape to them. They are. Like I said, they're my second favorite dinosaur. So, oh no, you weren't here. Were you here? Oh no, that was on a different place. Someone asked me earlier today what my favorites were, and I said that T-Rex is probably my favorite, with Triceratops being my second favorite. I know that's a basic answer, but I don't care. It's what I grew up with. It's what I love. Because I've heard some people say that anyway, where they're like, if you choose T-Rex, then that's such a basic answer. I'm like, yeah, but it's all the shows I watched when I was a kid had T-Rexes in them, so of course I'm gonna like them. My favorite Transformer was a T-Rex, Grimlock M. King, and there was also a Triceratops Transformer. So, yeah, two of the coolest ones. I forget what the Triceratops's name was, but it was cool. I do wonder. I don't think there are any variants that were omnivores, but I'll have to look into that. I wonder if there were any omnivore ceratopsians. I mean, some of them might have eaten fish or something like that. I'll have to double check. Let me see, because I don't know if they're 100% herbivore. Triceratops, late. Okay, they're late. Oh wow, they're old. Late Cretaceous. Well, I mean everything's old. Why should I say anything's not old? I got my periods wrong. That's not that bad. I'm thinking of a different era. But they're one of the last known non-avian dinosaurs. Huh. So actually more recent, because well, they are cousins. They are the current version of T-Rexes, so there you go. They were 30 feet long? Wow. No wonder the T-Rex wanted to eat them. They were a big meal. Although, they weren't an easy meal. Let me see, it might say their diet. Sorry, I just want to check this out. They have such, even their skull is awesome. Like, just has that. I mean, because obviously it's all there. Like all the bones are. Like all the spikes are there. I don't care about that skin. I don't care about any of that. Okay, here we go. Oh, I guess not. They are just vegetarians. Okay. I thought that they might... I thought maybe they could be omnivores, but nope. If you look... Actually... Never mind. I see their teeth. They have herbivore teeth, 100%. Like they're big, crushing teeth. Perfect for just turning any plant life into pulp. What's mine? Mine is the Tyrannosaurus Rex because he am king. Like they're and because like so much has come out about the T-Rex, like how they everything from like how they hunted to like just like we changed so much about like what we thought we knew about them. Like the fact that they're good parents, like they have a family unit and they have what else was there? There's just like, well, I mean the fact that like for the longest time we didn't realize we were shrink wrapping them, which is what the T-Rex in Jurassic Park is kind of like, where you just take like you just put skin on the skeleton and add not very much fat. And then we realized that the real T-Rex was a pretty big round boy. So that's why there's such a like force of nature, is because they were like an elephant with like a giant mouth on the front of it. Remember who you are. But yeah, and we're still trying to figure out things about their eating habits. Like, for the longest time, we were saying, first we thought they ran fast, and then we said, wait, the way they're running, if they ran fast, they would probably break their arms every time they fell. So we said, nope, that's not what they do. And then we realized, wait a minute, maybe they can run a certain speed, but not much faster. Like, like maybe like a trot. And that's finally what we got to, is they run like, I mean, they don't run. They have like a trot that's like around 10 miles an hour, which is okay. It's not super fast, but I mean, like, if you didn't see them coming, and trust me, they would see you before you saw them. So if you just stood there and didn't see them coming behind you or something, they could easily just like trot over and grab you really quick. But if you saw them, you could outrun them. In truth, probably like a T-Rex, they probably would look at you and be like, am I hungry enough to eat such a small meal? Because they wouldn't know how many calories are in you. So I suppose the question is, would they care? Because my money's no, they wouldn't care. They would just try anyway. Especially if they were bringing something back for their babies. They would just grab you and be like, well, I can't eat you, but the kids can. And then you would live out the most creepy scene from one of the creepier scenes from the Jurassic Park book that was not shown in the movie, which was the mother T-Rex teaching her children how to eat by using one of the park members as a chew toy. It's like, oh, how lovely. Yeah, they could see, because in reality we also found out that they can see, like, they have the eyes of a hawk. So, yeah. Good luck. You may outrun them, but you will not. If they really want to like continue to pursue you, they'll see you. And if they see you go into a cave, they'll probably just be like, nah. It's like, I'm good. I can't fit in there, and there's other things out here that are bigger and probably more hurt than that thing is, because it ran fast. So, although its children might go and be able to fit into the cave, so you might be in trouble there. That's what I told one of my friends. He's like, I could outrun a creature that goes 10 miles an hour, and the guy, first of all, I looked at him and I'm like, can you? I'm like, what's your mile time, buddy? I don't want to be pointing fingers or shaming anyone, but I don't know. It's like, when's the last time you ran? It's 10 miles an hour. If you don't have any cardio, it might be a little difficult. I'm sure everyone here probably could do it. But, I mean, it depends. Plus, plus you're being chased, you gotta remember you're being chased by something terrifying, so you might be panicking. There's always that part, too. It is true. But I don't know how fast the children can run. Because certain theropods, like the Allosaurus, can run 35 miles an hour. And I don't care what... Even if you, like, had, like, a bunch of drugs or something before, I don't think even that would help you in that situation. Unless they were sedatives, I guess, in which case you wouldn't care. Yeah, you kind of would hope, because... Because they are trash compactors for mouths, so you'd hope that they would just finish you off quick if they did get you, but you don't know. They might start at the wrong end, and you're just like, well, great. I gotta suffer through this whole ordeal. This is gonna be bad. Yeah. So, I mean, it's doable. It's just... I don't know how long they can run that fast, though, is the problem. Because you could probably run... Most people could run that pretty easily for a little while. Or even, like, maybe... And others can run it for even longer. But if it's really determined, could you run that for, like, 50 miles? Because maybe it would just keep going, and if it decided that you were worth the sport. Hey, at least you went. That's good. I mean, that's good for your routine anyway. So, props to you for that. But 35 miles an hour, I'm certain I can't run. 35, I would just hope I had, like... Yeah, I'm trying to think about what that pace is offhand without having done it recently. But it must be... Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's a pretty good mile time. So, that's faster than the average person. Yeah, that's faster than I was. So I don't know why so many people think that that's not fast when I tell them that, because that's. I mean, I can see why you would be a little winded. Because that's not slow. I mean, 35's obviously faster, but still, knowing that something with that kind of bite force could run that fast, no, thank you. I don't want to live in an era where there's creatures that can do that. I would just jump in a time machine and watch it from afar. I would jump in the TARDIS and I'd be like, hey, can we go look at the dinosaurs, but not, go on an adventure, please? For the love of all that is good, don't get out of the safety machine. And then I push him out and keep the TARDIS. No, I'm just kidding. It's my TARDIS now. Like, you've been the Doctor long enough. Mine now. Matt Smith is pretty cool. I wouldn't ditch Matt Smith. Capaldi's pretty cool, but I think I would get kind of tired pretty quick of the glum attitude in the later part, and just be like, I'm out of here. But either Tennant or Matt Smith they're my favorites. Chris was good too, though. I did like Chris was, I think, underrated by some people, but I thought like that's what got me into the show. So I think it's a shame that he doesn't, out of all of them, he looks back the least fondly from the whole experience. And I think it's maybe because he was in it before it was the biggest craze. Maybe? I don't know. I guess some people just don't like certain roles. But it's a shame because, I mean, we're not the only ones. A lot of people like Chris. A lot of people were disappointed when he didn't show up in that one movie. Which one was that? The one where all the doctors show up. I forget what the name of that one was. But, yeah. I thought he was fun. And plus, he faced one of the things I hate the most, which is mannequins. I choose a room full of raptors over mannequins any day. I haven't watched any of the new ones. I hear that the stories weren't as good with that actress. I'm forgetting her name, which stinks because I really liked her in Broadchurch. She did so good in that show. Like, her and Tennant together was such a cool mix. But I hear that the story was just not as good for her arc. But I don't know. I've only heard a few people say that, though, so maybe it's not true. Did you watch any of that of the later stuff? Because I mean, there's always been a bit of some social issues pushed into them, but I hear that those got very like modern social issues, and it just wasn't as much fun. It was more preachy than interesting stories. Yeah. Well, people liked him. I think he just didn't like the role. Is the problem with Chris? Because yeah, when that movie came along, he's the only person that said no. Like everyone else wanted to come back, including one of the really old actors that was I think the last Doctor before the the modern versions. Like he came on just for a cameo. So yeah, when yeah, Capaldi was the last one to me. So like I didn't even watch all of his arc. So the actress who played the Master when he was a woman was kind of she was funny. I forget what that actress's name is, but she did a great role. She was very theatrical, which is perfect for the Master. She's probably what made me like the Capaldi stuff, actually, because she showed up a few times during that. But like the that Angel storyline during Matt Smith was crazy. A little bit goofy near the end, but the second story, the one where it's in New York City, I didn't like that version, but I did like the one where they were in the cave. That was creepy. And River was a really fun character. So they had a lot of good characters. What would you say is your favorite side character, actually, then? Because I think Amy might be mine, but it's hard to choose. I think she's definitely up there, though. I mean, there's so many plot points around her, so she's very important. But I don't think there's really I mean, there's obviously not a wrong answer. It's just kind of like a preference thing. Because everyone had their moment. Like, I loved... Um... Yes, that's Amy Pond. Yes, she's my favorite too. Because the first one, oh, I'm blanking on her name right now, but she had that that entire arc where with the bad wolf, that was so cool. I love that part. But Amy Pond had so many good stories. And one of the episodes that creeps me out the most was with her, and it was the dollhouse. Like that part, like it's so funny that that ends on a joke and where she's just like, I guess my head was full of sand, and I'm like, you were just turned into an inanimate object. How are you not freaked out? I would be more scared. But then again, I guess she's had her life in danger so many times. It kind of like stops right. There's probably been worse that we haven't even seen. You know, it's like I came back with all my fingers and toes this time, so yeah, it was a good one. Plus, her boyfriend got to do things too, or who became her husband. Like he got to actually do things in the story, which I liked a lot. Like he wasn't just because that was the only problem that the first characters had, is that like the boyfriend kind of was like I mean, he was a sensible person is the problem. He's like, nope, I've seen this movie. I'm not going in there. I'm gonna die. This is gonna be no, thank you, bye. And that's what I would. I hate to say it, but I might have been the same. Where it's like, nope, 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 nope. It's like, Catherine. Which one was she? The one with Is she the Impossible Girl? Because she's my lead. I mean, it's hard to rate them because like I put her and Donna pretty close together. Because it's hard to say because everyone, like I said, everyone had their moments where they were very important to the story. So it's hard. But it just felt like River just was such a bigger part. I mean, no, I meant sorry. I already forgot. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, they were. A lot of them did not make it though. like certain ones just had. Plus, I don't know if they ever went back to it, but he has a daughter. She was in the episode where the people kept having a war that kept happening every day, and his DNA got put in the machine and it made a girl. No, I haven't watched that, but she did show up in I think it was the movie. She popped in. Oh no, either that or she showed up in Torchwood. I can't remember which. I think maybe it was Torchwood. But I have seen that character, so I can't remember where. But my guess is it was one of those two. That's pretty good. I think we're good on this one. I don't know about this guy. I don't even know what he is. I didn't write the day, so I'm in... Did I? 10? Let's see, what is... Maybe. I forget. I wish I could remember. Just get rid of that. We don't need all this open. It's eating memory. Whoops. Well, I didn't want to close that, but I guess I did. It's okay. Just open it again. Bing. Yeah, no, I know. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I've heard of it for sure. It does sound cool. Doesn't she have like a device of his or something that she uses? Yeah, it's after 8. That's right, because it was before Chris, I thought, or isn't he the 9th? I forget. Let me clean this one up a little bit more. How far are you in Stranger Things? So I hope I didn't give anything away. This is a good place to call it. I'm hungry for dinner. And I got through this honestly. Actually, I got through almost 2 of them, kind of. Like, these are both, like, if not nearly finished, they're very close. Like, this one, I didn't think I would get even this far. But, like, I'm really liking how this is coming along. So, I'm gonna maybe just finish these probably tomorrow, and then on Friday I'll be back. So yeah, I can see both of you again on Friday, and I doubt Dee's still here, but I hope he drops by again. So I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving if you celebrate it, or if not, then I just hope you have a good rest of your week. So have a wonderful night, and I'll hopefully see you on Friday. Take care.